I see it in your eyes that you were feeling me. Thinking told me you had a girl that's just killing me. Just let me know right now who really makes you happy. Yes, I know that this is not fair, but we both just can't change how we feel, no. Stop acting like you don't know the deal. Just keep.
Hey y'all, this is your girl Tay, back with another episode. Um, so I'm officially uploading this video up on YouTube, and I wanted to have a discussion on going more into depth with the definition of my podcast. So the title of my podcast is "Hustle Like a Queen but Live Boldly with Tay." Excuse me, y'all. So I just want to get more into depth of a definition with my podcast. So, Hustle Like a Queen, I came out with that title due to being able to hustle and get going to work every day. Either it has to do with a career, a business, um, or just a job or anything. Because a lot of us hustle hard to get to where we are today and making money to support your family. Um, Live boldly with Tay, meaning being able to live however you want to live for yourself, without anybody telling you how to live, and not being afraid to express yourself. So the description I had posted, because I have a Facebook page, and I posted a description underneath that page, how to stay real and hustle like a boss queen, because we're all boss queens because we work hard for ourselves while juggling careers and relationships, family, friends, as a black woman. Um, so I will be discussing in general everyday lifestyle, everyday things that we go through in this world, just in general for everybody. But yes, I will be speaking of um, black women. Any woman can be listening. Um, but in today's society, black women do go through a lot, and we need to be able to express ourselves, um, without feeling ashamed about it, and overcome situations. So my reasoning of getting more into depth into what I do is due to the fact of my last post. I spoke on how to acknowledge and uplift a black man, because I do feel like this has been a discussion and topic that I do wanted to get across. So I want to be able to get into more depth of what it is that I'm trying to accomplish, or what it is that I want to be speaking about. And I know that further on, with all my discussions or anything that I have to say to help others, there will be negativities, there will be comments, and me, I have to be able to ignore those negative comments. So I made a mistake with interacting with those negative comments, and I had to remind myself I'm bigger than that and I'm older than that, to be going back and forth with anybody. And as a woman speaker in that podcast, I need to be able to express myself. I need to be able to talk about those things, and this is what the world and society is known for, to talk down to somebody, to belittle them, and then to think negative. And this is something that I want everybody, not even just a woman, just everybody in general, to be able to lift each other up and to be able to overcome any issues, because we got to face it. This is real life situations. We have to learn how to get through these things, because there's so many people who's going through stress, depression, or are in their mental state of mind, where we need to help them. um but there one thing, but I am for a hardworking woman who is trying for themselves and for their family. I will always back anybody up who's like that, and that's what my podcast is geared towards. A woman who is, you know, bending backwards, supporting their family, hustling, getting their money, doing what they have to do to support themselves and their family. And every woman needs a push. Every woman is gonna need to be able to learn how to get through it. I had to learn. I really had to learn to be able to be in a family household. I had two kids. I was independent by myself, and that's all I knew how to be, independent by myself. And it's okay to be independent. It's okay to do what you need to do for yourself, but it is different when you are running a family, you are running a household, and just learning how to be able to go to work, get up, go to work, and be able to come home, take care of your kids, take care of your husband, your spouse, your boyfriend, your family, and then being able to have your own free time. How to maneuver with that. Um, but again, so back, I made a mistake to entertain it, and I know there's gonna be people in this world who's gonna think differently. People in this world who get their own opinions about it, but I had to learn not to entertain into any of that as a go further along in this podcast and my passion about speaking on others. Um, um, so there are going to be many issues that I do talk about that will have a backlash on it. Um, but that's an example of why we need to think positive. That's an example why we shouldn't we shouldn't be talking about it, negatively to somebody. How, that's what this is really about. And I am not a I want this to be a real and uncut situation, because this is real. This is real life. A lot of us is not understanding that things goes on in this life. Um, we're gonna go through ups and downs in relationships. We're gonna go through ups and downs when it comes down to parenting. We're gonna go through ups and downs when it comes to friends and family. Um, um, there's times where I had to call, talk to my family and how to overcome issues. But we shouldn't be so negative. It's like, why you got to be negative about somebody else's opinion, somebody else's feelings? Be positive and think, or send that person a message or say, hey, I understand how you feel. Help me get to that. Help me get to the things that you're talking about. Um, because I was once in your shoes. Nothing wrong with that. So today is really wasn't a topic. I just want to be able to discuss more into depth of what I'm doing, and I wanted to be able to have a podcast, have and be a speaker of women topic, and not be fake about it.
Just tell me something.
My music started playing. Just like that, things happen, mistakes happens. Um, because I know like not to, like I know there's other speakers in this world, but I didn't want to be a speaker who is talking about positivity things and then things goes on, then come home and experience your own stuff, and then not speak about it behind closed doors and act like I have this perfect world. No, people are not perfect, and nobody's in this life is perfect. So I don't want to be speaking about something that is not realistic. It's not there. So, I'm to me in my eyes, that's someone who's fake. Um, when you're just sitting around like you don't go through stuff, you don't go through these things behind closed doors. There's gonna be times I come up, upload or post something. I went through this today, and like just feelings and thoughts. Not to throw nobody under the bus, but we go through these things. We're gonna go through these things, and it's okay. And we gotta understand this is why people are depressed. This is why people are go through mental state of mind. This is why, because we don't know how to uplift one another. We don't know how to think positive. If something's on your mind, you feel some type of way, get off your head, get off your mind. I'm not here to shade nobody or anything like that. I'm not here to speak negative on anybody. I'm here to help others to overcome that. Because I was once in your shoes too. Um, so that was it's just more into depth of what I'm trying to accomplish, of what my passion is about. Um, so there's plenty of conversations and plenty of things I would like to get juicy and nitty gritty with things. Relationships. There's a lot of topics I would like to get into relationships. Um, there's been many conversations that me and my other half we talk about. He said to me one day, we need to break the cycle. Let's break the cycle and be able to have a conversation and be able to communicate about how we feel and what's going on, and break that cycle of the curse of society, um, especially gearing to women. We don't. A lot of people want a woman to sit back and not have an opinion, and sit back and just be a housewoman, a house woman, just take care of kids. And no, we are able to speak up for ourselves. We're able to speak our mind. We're able to be free and do what we want to do for ourselves, no matter who it is, and no matter who it is. I've been through it. I've been through it all. I've been through um, having one belief and not be able to express your own belief. Christianity. That's gonna be a whole different topic for me that I would love to speak on, because there's so many people who have their own beliefs, so many people who have their own religion out there. Even with me, like I'm in between. I'm stuck of knowing what I believe and what I don't believe, without having other people to push that for me. Um, Running a family, it's hard. And then being a woman running a family is hard, especially when you have kids. When you have kids, it's very hard. And you have more than one kid who has different personalities, it is hard to get through that. I definitely needed friends and family to help me through that route, especially from moving from one state to another and getting used to that state, getting used to changes, getting used to having a family in a household, getting used to cooking a big meal. Um, I had to get used to that setting. I had to get used to when get used to I'm not by myself. You know, have a whole family now. So it's nothing wrong with that. I just had to get that um inspiration inspiration from others that went through the same too. Um and and it helped. It helped when I had positivity in my life. It helped. And this topic can be about positive. Be positive. Um but I am 100% behind a woman who is doing for herself, though. Doing for yourself, doing what you gotta do. Um, I would love to help others who are in a situation who can't do much. But they are some type of women who don't do for themselves. And maybe one day we can help those women, uplift them, and so they can be able to work hard for themselves. Um, I guess women who just sit around is not. I mean, it's not a good thing, but we can help them. So I surround myself with women who work for themselves and do for their kids and do a lot. But you need that surrounding, you need that positivity for yourself. And that's mostly what my podcast will be gearing to. But we all need to realize we all gotta help each other. Everybody needs helping in their lives. Men, women, kids, family, friends. Um, but that's all in general of what I can talk about going on in the future with podcasts. With podcasts. Um, so this is just in general, more in depth up to what I want to be talking about. And I do gotta remind myself, do not give in to negativity, comments, um, delete them and ignore it. Let's see. I want to make some fun into this too. I just want a lot of my viewers, a lot of my followers to understand what my title means and the definition of it. Um, and also make it fun. Make it fun. So I like to go out, hang out with my friends, have fun. There's nothing wrong with dancing. There's nothing wrong with being you, having fun, get lit. Um, I use that word a lot. Having fun, going partying and stuff, but don't let nobody tell you that you can't do that because you're a woman, you're a mom. Um, as long as your business is taken care of, you're working hard for yourself, your business is taken care of, you are taking care of your kids, you're working for yourself, your household's in order, bills are paid, you can do whatever you want to do. And that's why I said live boldly. Live boldly. If you want to go and twerk, go and twerk. Hey, go and twerk. Go do you. If you want to how, and that's another topic. Make your money how you want to make your money. Um, I know there's been some type of topics that I had with some of my friends, um, with dancing and being a stripper. Um, I just feel like don't hate on it. It's not hating, but just don't. I just whatever you got to do to make your money, just do it. There's nothing wrong with that. So I have a favorite female rapper, um, Cardi B, and I love her because she did what she had to do to get to where she's at now. And before, when she was coming up, a lot of people, just talk badly about her. Whether she was stripping, she was dancing, doing whatever she needed to do to make her money. Um, but it's just an example of us talking badly on someone because they're doing something differently than you are. And not being afraid to go off and do what you want. Um, Nothing wrong with having a girls' night and expressing yourself and dancing and listening to music. Do what you gotta do for you. Um, but also, just ignore those negativity people. If you got negative friends, negative family, it's best to exit them. Um, it'll be hard, but sometimes you just don't need that energy. You don't need that. You can't think about you if you have somebody in your ear talking negative. One thing about me is that I would never let anyone disrespect me. I would never let anyone disrespect my family. And I think um, that me entertaining into comments got the best of me. And I have to remember that I'm bigger and better than that. And life goes on. Life goes on. And hopefully one day, just in general, social media is just crazy. The internet is crazy. Like, I don't understand why people do things like that. I don't understand why people do negative things on the internet, but it is what it is. This is the world. This is life. But as I move forward, I will be discussing personal things. I will be discussing about family, friends, relationships. Even, hey, I'm grown. We all grown. I'll probably be discussing about sex, how to get spice things up in the bedroom, your opinions on things. We need that because there's nothing wrong with spicing your relationship up. Nothing wrong with doing what you gotta do for you and your man and your relationship. I might uplift my kids, talk about how my kids are doing, uplift my kids, and because I'm very, very, very proud of them through this whole COVID situation. And there's nothing wrong with uplifting one another. And I hope one day, this podcast will help others to uplift another woman. If you see, like, for instance, just today, me and my family, we went to the grocery store to get some food to cook for dinner. I do want to shout out Mama Rochelle. Her birthday's today. So my family's in the background cooking dinner for her. Happy birthday to you. And I want to shout out my best friend, Princess Gibson. Look her Facebook page up. That was her music playing in the background in the beginning. But we was in the store, and then we was just having a conversation, just talking and stuff, and that woman, another woman, overheard our conversation and started crying, and we all was like, "Are you okay?" And then I guess she started crying because she overheard our conversation, and we didn't talk bad about her or anything. We just helped her. It was like, "Oh, I'm sorry that you went through that. I'm sorry that you're going through that right now. I'm so sorry." And that's just another example of doing that. Um, yeah, we don't. There's nothing. We just need to uplift somebody. Somebody's crying and somebody's going through something. Talk to them. Have them be able to talk to you and tell them it's okay. I hear you. I feel your pain. I went through the same thing. That's just an example of how I will be expressing me and what I went through and how to help others to overcome that, and be like, hey, something happened to me today. Something happened this week. But this is going to be a real uncut situation. No fakeness. Fakeness is, living behind closed doors and not being able to tell others this is what happened to me. Um, so I hope you guys like my podcast. Please like, subscribe, comment, follow. Do whatever you have to do to get this going for me. As time gets going, every week I'll probably get a little bit more excited about it, a little bit more. I'm already excited. It's just this is still new to me. So excuse me if I'm a little bit nervous with all this still. So I'm gonna continue on. Every week I'm gonna have a topic about something. Today I really want to express that because I just feel like off of that video, I'm gonna be honest, I made a mistake. It happens. I made a mistake, and I had to remind myself. I had to sit back. I actually had to sit back and think about it and call my friends up and be like, hey, this is what happened. Like, I can't believe, this happened. I let a person get to me like that. And this is not me. Like, I'm not trying to go backwards. That was me back then in high school who acted a fool and did all that crazy stuff with other people. But I'm not going backwards for nobody. And not even for negative comments. So I had to remind myself, I'm too old for that. If there's people who don't like what I have to say, I'm just a woman, a black woman myself, who is expressing what I went through and helping other people to be able to open up about their own situation. Because it's so sad. It's sad to hear somebody who is stressing, who's depressing. I went through the depression mode too. It's sad, but I hope you guys like this. Once again, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.